Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Never7, The End of Infinity. And last time we were talking to Haruka, quite awkwardly. He's Makoto, he's quite the smooth talker, I must say. So let's see what sort of conversation turns to next. What's your types? It really sounds like a really stupid thing to ask her. So, what's your hobbies? Yeah, seems like a fair thing, reasonable thing to ask someone. Haruka, what do you do on your days off? The image I have of you is somewhat of an honor student, but not one who's glued to her desk 24/7. On the other hand, I can't see you doing sports. You don't really strike me as someone with a part-time job either. I think he's calling her lazy. So what is it you really do? If you don't want to answer that, that's fine. There goes another failed attempt. As I'm about to change the subject, Haruka speaks.
家に帰るの。
Home?
そう、家。私、普段は寮生活だから。
Ah, I see.
家に帰って、お母さんの手伝いをするの。
I see. So, you're great, Haruka. Feels like I'm praising a child.
誠は、誠は、お父さんとお母さんのこと。
Oops. I think I cut her off. I'm bewildered by her sudden question. How should I answer that? Ah, they suck. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, really, I guess I'll choose that eventually, but yeah. I like how I like them. I like them. I don't love them. I just like them. You know. They only just one of them only just pushed me out, you know, through probably horrible pain, and then, say probably, yeah. I'm sure it is. But I can't speak from experience, obviously. Awkward conversation there. But, yeah, that's... would be a pretty strange turn. I guess, not all. Our parents, you know, who aren't greatest. They let their kids go crazy. They don't watch them, you know. Unfortunately, that happens. They wind up being hooligans, or something actually happens to it, you know. So, yeah, there are the bad parents out there. But anyway, yeah, just have Makoto will like his parents. Yeah, I like them. Those are my true feelings. They occasionally have fights, and sometimes make me feel depressed, but they're my parents, and to me are people who should be loved. People who hate their parents, well, they definitely exist, but I think most people who claim to hate their parents still love them deep down, you know?
そう。
What about you?
私も好きだよ。
Haruka looks at me as she says this. I
私
see.
の唯一の絆だから。
Okay. For some reason I feel that I mustn't pry any further. Seems like a very awkward thing to pry more. It'd be a horrible thing to just say. So, the only person that you ever deal with, the only people you really deal with are your parents. And no friends, no brothers, sisters, cousins. Just all by yourself except for your parents. Yeah.
なんで？
Huh?
なんでそんなに私のこと聞きたがるの？
She asked me this with a truly confused expression of voice. That look is quite... Yeah, as it says. That's because I can't answer it. The truth is, even I don't understand it very well
どうし
myself.
て？
Haruka asks again. Lots of choices. Yeah. Let's not be too strong, you know. I think it'd be more proper to say interested. Because I'm interested in you.
興味
I want to know more about you, Haruka. Now look at Haruka. Stare firmly into her eyes. Flustered, she averts her gaze from me. Though she's trying to hide it, Haruka is blushing. We fall silent again. Once again, the atmosphere is awkward. Hey, you want to go on the slide? For the time being, in order to break this deadlock between us, we've got to act.
滑り台
See, this is a slide. You didn't notice? Haruka nods. Want to ride it? She's not the most observant person, I guess. She seems hesitant. Let's do it! You're gonna love it. Feels great.
気持ちいい
Yeah, when you're sliding, you can't think about anything. I keep on insisting, exaggerating a little bit. Don't scratch that. I'm really over-exaggerating. Because I figure, you know, you're sliding and you see a pit at the bottom, nothingness, then you're gonna think of, oh crap, I'm gonna die.
何も考えられない
Yeah. Oh, that seems like that's might be a good idea to her that she don't have to think about anything.
滑る
Yeah. Haruka answers clearly. Haruka, what's wrong? She's expressionless. No, would it be better to say that her expression has gone stiff? Haruka, could it be that you're nervous? She nods.
ね
Suddenly, Haruka grabs my hand,
え
startling me.
誠も一緒に滑って
In the end, it's come down to the two of us sliding together. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. My cat was squalling outside my door, so yeah. Haruka sits down between my legs as I hold her from behind. Okay. If I had forgotten what I was doing, what the scene was about, then that would have been a very awkward statement to make. Warm water flowing from behind me feels pleasant against my back. But at this rate, don't you think this is a little dangerous?
大丈夫誠さえしっかり捕まえててくれれば
She's all about the danger. That's not what I meant.
行くよ
Wait, not yet. But Haruka doesn't wait. We take a deep breath. And as we ride the flowing water, we slide down with great speed. Haruka can't help but shout. They yell for a totally different reason. Wow. Haruka is intoxicated by the exhilarating feeling of sliding down. I don't share her sentiments. For two adults on a water slide, the fact that we're practically glued together as well causes me to feel uneasy. We finally reach the end point. Our bodies are flung into the pool's water. Phew! Haruka turns toward me with water dripping from her head. Ah! Again, the laughter. What the? Haruka just smiled. It was just a small grin, but I've never seen her smile like that before. I thought she smiled before. Didn't she smile in the... Yeah, when he was talking to her on the way there, that she was smiling. Wasn't she?
もう一回
Huh?
もう一回行こ
We took so many trips down the slide together that I lost track. Let's leave Haruka, head over to the drink stand to quench my thirst.
うあれ誠じゃな
Oh, Yuka.
なんだか誠クタクタみたいだね
Yeah, he's just... Huh, okay. Yeah, I was riding on the slide together with Haruka. I would be... It would be hilarious if he made a funny statement like, yeah, I was just sliding around with Haruka a little bit ago. That could be interpreted in a different way.
は
I tell Yuka what we were doing just now.
なんだか子供みたいだね
Agreed, perhaps this is the first time Haruka's ever been on a slide.
違う違う私が言ってるのは誠がってことだ
Huh? Me? What?
って最初に誘ったのは誠なんでしょ
20歳にもなって滑りたいなんて子供以外の何者でもないじゃない。
You're only doing things that kids do. I have no comeback. Or he would have proven her point if he had used my comeback. Certainly, what I did was pretty childish.
それよりさ、喉乾かない？おごってあげるよ。
Oh, looks like I got lucky. Thank you very much.
それじゃあ、あそこのデッキチェアで待っていて、持って行ってあげるから。
Okay.
なんかいいよね、こういうの。
Yuka and I are sitting down in two deck chairs by the poolside, watching kids innocently playing in the water.
爽やかな水の音と子供たちの歓声。暖かな日差しと。
That's right. Right now, she has a glass of draft beer on her lips, drinking down with the pure white foam from the top of the glass.
ねえ、そう思わない？
And she asked me for agreement. I gripped the glass cup in my right hand, filled with flat soda. In other words, thanks to Yuka, I'm stuck with this flat soda that's more like water. No matter how I think, this is not a situation I can empathize with her with.
こういうのがずっと続けばいいのにな。こんな風に夢の中を漂うようにして生きていけたらいいのに。
In a dream.
あ、夢で思い出したけど。
Fix and say, maybe she wished a little bit too strong, and that's exactly what's happening.
昨日は本当にごめんね。
Huh? What do you mean?
昨日の朝のこと、なんか寝ぼけてたみたいで。
Oh, that. Well, I figured that was the case.
夢の続きをね、見てるような感じだったの。夢から覚めた夢を見てるような感覚。
And what kind of dream was it?
とにかく嫌な夢だったんだよ。
One where you died? Possibly?
最低で最悪で絶望的な夢。
A hopeless dream? Could you be more specific?
そう言われてもな。実はあんまりよく覚えてないんだよね。あ、だけど確か。
シャラーン。
Okay. Thanks for ruining the conversation we were having. Okiko's sudden appearance causes me to almost instinctively drop the cup in my hand.
お話中失礼。
あれ、どう
That's
したの
exactly
奥
what
彦
you're
君。
doing. Interrupting, Okiko.
いや、そろそろみんなお腹も減った頃だろうと思ってね。
あ、そっか。そういえば私たち朝から何も食べてなかったっけ。
だろう？だから今こうやってみんなを集めてるところなんだ。
それはご苦労様です。
ほら、向こうの売店のところにパラソルが立ってるだろ。
With the agility of an opera singer, Okihiko points in that direction.
席はあそこに確保してやるから。
How agile is an opera singer? I mean, are they extra agile or? I mean, do they go? You know, something like. Yeah, my webcam isn't wide enough to really go do gestures, but I don't get that reference.
なんかやけに気が利くじゃない奥彦くん。
なーに、こんなこと大したことじゃないさ。それじゃあ僕、あとはるかちゃんを探さなくちゃいけないから、これで失礼するよ。
Okiko proceeds to flip his long hair. Let's not tell him that she likes to slide. And leaves us behind with those words.
さあ、行こっか。
Yuka slaps my knees and stands up. Huh? Well, we're not done talking. Without listening to me, Yuka briskly walks over towards the parasol. A hopeless dream. I'm a little worried for some reason. The fact that Yu's having a bad dream, yeah, it seems kind of possible to have a bad feeling about that. But I do know what Yuka's gonna say after that. My heart is filled with a heavy sense of dread. After we had lunch, everybody bathed in the afternoon sunlight while playing in the water like children. Yuki, what? Yuka, Izumi-san, Saki, and Okuhiko resembled kids as they merrily played in the water. Even Haruka looked like she was having fun. Before I knew it, my mind had become free from the shadows of Yuka's remaining words. The strongly shining sunlight has wiped out even the smallest traces of clouds in my mind. The sun is going down, causing the temperature to gradually decrease.
そろそろ出ようか。
That's what happens when the sun goes down. As soon as Saki said this, we all simultaneously begin preparing to go back. However, there's still one other person roaming, staggering by the poolside. Said person staggers towards us and comes up to us. Has Yuka been hitting it a little bit too strongly?
もう帰ったろみんな。
Then speaks. Guess where you're getting cold? I answer as calmly as possible.
寒い？寒いの？私は全然寒くないですよ。
She's speaking in a comedic, drunk-like tone. Well, I guess I should have seen this coming. After we finished lunch, Yuka spent her time at the stand buying more draft beer. As far as I know, she downed at least 10 cups worth of beer. Wow, somebody should have cut her off. If she had 10 cups over the course of about 2 hours, then that means she's had roughly one glass every 12 minutes. I'm guessing that math's right. I'm not going to really try. Anyone can mistake her at this point for a drunkard. Oh, she is drunk, so I guess. Well, we also have to check on Kurumi.
くるみ？あ、くるみちゃんね。はいはいはいはい。
If we don't hurry back, she'll be lonely.
そうだね。
Somehow it seems I've managed to get her to agree with me. Just as I think that.
あ、
What is it? Don't shout so suddenly.
そういえば、くるみちゃんルナビーチで待ってるじゃないの？
That's what I just told you.
そろそろ帰らないとくるみちゃんかわいそうなんじゃない？
She completely ignored me.
さあ、皆さん帰りますよ。
Yuka calls out towards a group of boogie boards on top of a bench. All the boogie boards, follow me. They must keep Kurumi company. Everyone has already left the shower rooms and are now heading to the changing rooms. Huh. Oh, brother. I firmly grabbed Yuka by the hand and escorted her to the shower room. Yuka walked behind me with tottering steps, enthusiastically singing an English song. At least I think she was trying to sing in English. Her words are so incomprehensible that it's kind of hard to tell. I shamefully watch as strangers coldly glare at us walk by. She seems to still be enjoying herself. I have no clue what's so funny, but Yuka is loudly cracking up like a middle-aged woman on a TV shopping show. Hey Yuka, keep it down. Kurumi might be sleeping upstairs, you know? I point to the ceiling as I scold Yuka.
Oh, しけしけ。
Yuka strikes me on the shoulders to apologize. Damn, she's like an old man. I think that's something you can only tell her while she's drunk. I wouldn't tell her that other time. And then over there.
Oh, hiya!
She seems to be feeling better. Looks like Kurumi's headache has completely subsided except during our absence. A thin film of hot milk rises to the surface of the mug in her right hand, a drink most people have when they're sick. However, since Kurumi looks fine, this doesn't seem to suit her.
おう、くるみちゃんどうですか具合の方は。ちょっと横になったらすっかり良くなっちゃった。ああ、そりゃよかったあ
Yuka suddenly leans forward and points to the mug in Kurumi's hand. Specifically, she is pointing to it with her index and middle fingers.
私 たった今ものすごいことに気づいてしまいました。
That seems like a very specific way to say that she point, especially when the picture is showing her point like just one finger.
くるみとホットミルク。
She's trying to tell jokes. This won't make any sense, will it?
配分よ。配分。くるみとホットミルク。逆から読んでもくるみとホットミルク。
It's my level of bad joke. When that first popped up there, I thought of that really crazy movie, Kung Pao. If you haven't seen that movie, watch it twice, because the first time you watch it, you'll think, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. The second time you watch it, you'll be like, good grief, that thing's hilarious. That one, the joke in it, that one of the bad guys says, what do you get when you cross an owl with a bungee cord? My ass is what the answer was. Alright, he was like, my ass. Man, that was... I thought about that about 3 weeks ago, that movie. Somebody stole it from me. I would like to watch it again. He's as loony as Yuka is drunk. But really, it's kind of lame if you ask me. It's clear that those two are completely alienated in their own world. I pick my ears and look at the ceiling, looking at the lamp for some reason. And then, when the long laughter finally ends, she's sobering up. Yuka lets out a big sigh and suddenly looks mopey. That complete 180 of hers is making me uneasy. You don't mean toilet. Now think about it, Yuka's face is pretty pale, isn't it? Huh? Toro? You mean the fatty part of a tuna? Crap! She's one of those really crazy drunks. What? Why so suddenly? She was making fun of Makoto for being childish earlier. He doesn't tell quite as horrible jokes, and definitely doesn't make quite those demands as she just did. I surrender to her overwhelming nonsense. And isn't it fine if we go to the shopping district and buy some? Looks like Yuka's not the only one saying crazy stuff. You mean go fishing for tuna, right? Listen up, Kurumi, it's unfortunate, but we can't go fishing for tuna right now. Listen to what people have to say first, Yuka. She's completely lost it. None of us have anything we need to do in particular, so we all agree with Kurumi and Yuka's proposal. Of course, we're not after tuna, but right now, those two noisy girls are holding hands and skipping down Moon Beach. For some reason, Haruka is with them. Yeah, that's strange. Kurumi is holding her hand, while Haruka is awkwardly being forced to walk down the beach with a bewildered expression. Those two probably dragged her along. Watching them is kind of fun.
この辺りだと何が釣れるのかな、泉さん。
Hopefully it's tuna. Okuhiko cocks his head to the side as he asks Izumi-san.
そうね。まあ、いろいろと釣れることは釣れるんだけど、 でもみんな初心者だからね。アジとかサバとかイワシとかその辺を狙うのがいいんじゃないのかな。
Guess that sounds like a plan. Oh, but what about the gear?
港の近くの釣り具屋で調達しましょう。もっとも釣り竿とリールは高いからレンタルだけど。
Here's a question: Can they charge us to the school's account?
港の近くってことは
Wait, even better. Let's have Okuhiko do it. He's the rich guy. He should pay for everything.
うん。この辺の岩場でも釣れないことはないんだけど、港の方が安全だからね。それにあっちの方が嫌っていうほどよく釣れるし。
Must have been here a long time to know this much.
いや、情報も商売道具の一つだからね。
Let's see. When Izumi-san finished his talking, she walks over to a parking lot a bit up from Luna Beach. We follow her to find a white, lightweight truck used for business parked over there. It's an old car model that you never see at all these days. There's some sections of chipped paint here and there, and the frame is covered in reddish-brown dust.
ひょっとしてそれに乗ってくつもり
Suki gives a mildly nervous expression full of shock.
そう、歩いていくには
Oh
ち
yeah,
ょっと遠いから
Saki's
ね。
pretty well off too. One of them two should pay for it.
ってことは私たちはその荷台に乗ることになるのかしら。たまには目いっぱい春風を浴びてみるのもいいものよ。
Izumi-san quickly retorts with this. Saki seems to accept Izumi-san's blunt answer. What about the truck? The battery's dead, isn't it? For some reason or another, I ask Izumi-san this. I really don't know why, though.
え
Izumi-san's expression seems to momentarily tense up. Saki and Okuhiko exchange glances. The roar of the waves breaking against the shore is as loud as the heavy echo of my body's core shaking.
そんなことないよ。だって昨日の仕入れの時にはちゃんと動いたんだから。
While Izumi-san says this, she gets into the car.
あれ
And the battery is dead.
なんでわかったの誠くん。昨日のお米のこと、地震のこと、それから今日のこれ。まさか昨日誠くんが言ってたことって。
We'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, that's an episode right there. Probably say it was a premonition. I don't think it. I think we should just try to figure out what the crap is going on, and that involves figuring what is going on with everything. You know, the premonition type thing, you know. Of course, you know, they could say, yeah, it's coincidence, or that Makoto had turned on the lights the night before to make it run down by the next day, probably. I don't know. That's being very sneaky, but they could accuse him of that. There's a sneaky one with him. He might say that anyway. So yeah. I'll say, yeah, the premonition thing. But that'll be next time. Will they believe him? Will it be like the last time them come up with nah, it ain't a premonition. You ain't seeing nothing in the future. Can't tell what's gonna happen. Otherwise, he'd be winning all sorts of bets on ball games or something. Yeah, that space ball that they play in 2019. They make bets on that, I bet. But anyway, yeah, I end it here. Hope you folks enjoyed it, and I shall see you in the next one.